Today I'm going to show you how to make an Apple shortcut from scratch on your Apple computer. The first thing we're going to need to do is open the Shortcuts application. You can do this by opening Spotlight, which is Command Space, or in my case, I'm using Raycast. It performs the same function, but with some more advanced features. So I'm going to open that up and I'm going to type in shortcuts. I'm going to hit enter and that opens up shortcuts. You can see there's a whole bunch of shortcuts that I have previously created here. We're going to go ahead and make a new one. You can do so by clicking the plus sign right here. Now we have a blank canvas in which to create our shortcut. You can see that there is a whole bunch of actions on the right hand side that you can add. There's more up here. I've got some pinned ones because they've been used a lot. You can also search for actions to find things that you might want. So perhaps you want an action that involves a timer. Let's search timer. Start timer. Cool. So we can drag that action over here. Start timer for 5 minutes. Maybe we want that timer to trigger something else, like showing today's feed from the news app. We could set it so that in 5 minutes, it will show today's stories from the news. Or perhaps we want it to open our Teams calendar. So we've got these different actions here from these different applications. So maybe podcasts or get current weather. So in 5 minutes, tell me the current weather. Let's make it something easier that we can see. Let's make it say 10, and let's change it to seconds. Maybe let's make it even shorter. 5 seconds. So get current weather. So if we were to run this action by pressing the play button here, in 5 seconds, it shows us the current weather. And it runs that timer. So it gets the current weather, but it didn't show us. This wouldn't be useful if we weren't actually in the app here. So maybe we want this to send to some sort of text edit note. Let's get text from input. So we get text from the weather conditions and then open app. And what app do we want to open? Let's give it a second there. Let's say text edit. Okay. So we could say get text from here. And let's go. Okay, copy to clipboard, that text. All right. Now, annoyingly, there's a copy and there's no paste, right? So you're going to find that you're going to have to do this a lot. Now, I do this quite a bit. Let's go scripting and let's go, okay, let's just type in script, run Apple script. And I'm going to pin this because I actually use this a lot. So let's go back to our pinned items here, which oddly, oh, because I'm on here. All actions. So pin, run Apple script, all right, from the input here. Now, what we're going to need to do is change this. We're going to type in here keystroke, and we're going to say V so that we know that it's the letter V there. And then we're going to put in these brackets here command down. Now let me just see if that's correct. We're going to go to one of my old shortcuts, past Sunday paste. So we can see here, I've done this a lot. This is the action for pasting, command down, because that command plus V is the keyboard shortcut for paste. So we're going to close this. We're going to bring this over here. We're going to paste this. Okay, that's tell application system events, delay 0.1 seconds, just to make sure it's fully gotten the previous actions. And then we're going to do V using command down. That's holding the command down button and then pressing V is what it's basically saying. Now, if we run this command, let's see what happens. Okay, so we have a problem. When we opened the app, we didn't make a new document. So let's cancel this. Also, this isn't really a great use of the timer. Rather, what we actually want is a delay. So let's actually type in delay or wait. 1 second. Let's make it 5 seconds. All right. Now we're going to open text edit. Let's copy this here, these keyboard shortcuts. Let's tab in there. Let's paste that. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, change that V to N. Why? Well, let's open text edit again so I can show you. If I hit Command N, it opens a new document. I'm going to hit Command W to close that. Okay, so we need to do that before we can paste anything in there. So let's go ahead and run this now. So it's going to wait 5 seconds. Opening, Command N. There we go. Now we've pasted the current weather in there. Now, I don't know why you would want to paste this into a text document, but you could, for example, send message to WhatsApp, or you could send message also to text. So you could actually, instead of opening text edit, you could open here. Let's close text edit, right? You could copy the clipboard, send it to the text, and then just change to a recipient. In my case here, I'll send myself. And then when I do this, it's going to wait 5 seconds, copy the text message, and then send it to myself as a text. If I open up messages, I can see the text message right here. This gives you a basic idea of how you can create a shortcut to do various actions. There's quite a bit of pre-built actions in here. Again, up here, this just shows you different apps and groupings like FaceTime, and then the actions within that, like make that call, or podcasts here. You find podcast, follow podcast, play podcast. So maybe you want it to trigger it so that at a certain time, the podcast will automatically start every day. Or perhaps maybe you like to start your morning reading your email. I've actually made one called Past Sunday Paste. For my day job, we use files that are always dated by the last Sunday. And so I've actually created this script here where I'm using ChatGPT, and I'm going to ask it to output only the date. So send me back only the date of the most recent Sunday. Don't give me anything else in its chat output. Or today, if today is Sunday, relative to today, and use the year, month, day format, and then copy that response to the clipboard and then paste it. That way, I can simply do this. I can actually run this from Raycast. You can do the same thing in Spotlight. Just type in the name of the shortcut, hit enter. It's doing its thing up here. It's sending to ChatGPT, copying it, and there it's pasting in that format so I can put it in the file name. You can see that now here for ease of use. So you can actually send actions to get queries from Apple Intelligence or ChatGPT. The way that you do that, though, is you go use model, and then you choose, do you want it private cloud compute on device, extension for GPT. So you don't even need to have it installed. It's just a feature with shortcuts. There is a quick tutorial basically of how you would make a shortcut from scratch. There is all kinds of crazy things you could do. As you can see, this is somewhat improved by what applications you have on your system. Like if you have Trello or you have WhatsApp, those are actions that are only added because I have those installed on this system. So the possibilities really are endless and are limited only by the creativity in which you are thinking about them from. That is how you make an Apple shortcut on your Mac. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you love the idea of making shortcuts and want to see more possibilities of what you could do with shortcuts, I have a whole longer video all about a whole bunch of use cases for shortcuts, from the simple everyday to the more advanced nerdy stuff. And I think you will really enjoy that. Check that out after this, as well as I have other Apple related videos and non-Apple related videos. I'm not a brand loyalist. I love to use tech of all sorts. So check out everything you see on the channel. Also, if you love Apple shortcuts, there will be a link in the description below where you can sign up to my newsletter where I talk about all things tech and let you know about the videos going on here. But there's also a link to download a package of shortcuts that I have already created myself. This is all free, of course. Bye.